Hi guys, welcome back to Animal Wonders. We're in the reptile room right now and we're going to check in with one of our lesser known animals, Freya the northern pine snake. The reason that she's lesser known is because Freya is actually quite aggressive and I don't handle her or bring her out as much as I do other animals. We got Freya as an adult and she was dropped off at a local shelter and they didn't know what she was. So they called us up and said, hey, we have this snake. Can you please take it? It was pretty obvious from the moment that I met her that she hadn't been handled very much. So she's a challenge to work with. It is good to keep trying to interact with her because it'll help stimulate her mind and body. So today I want to take her out and show you how I manage working with an aggressive snake. The first thing I grab is my tool, and I know it's a spatula. A lot of snake handlers will use a snake hook, but I just feel more comfortable with a spatula. They're easily replaceable, and I'll show you how it works. She's quite active. She sees all the commotion. I'm going to slip my spatula in, and you can see when I'm going to use the flat side of the spatula to block her head so that I can reach in back here and grab her before she notices my hand. Get her body all the way out here, supporting every third of her body. All right, there we go. So now that I have her in my hands, I just want to make sure that I'm not moving around too much. I want her to feel really calm and comfortable. A lot of times, aggressive snakes will be aggressive inside their enclosure, but once you get them out, they will calm down and they won't be as aggressive. But Freya has bitten me several times while I've been holding her, so I always want to make sure that I am not instigating a reaction by moving around too much, so I just hold her very, very still and steady. Well, this is going really well so far. She doesn't seem very stressed out. She's tongue flicking, but not rapidly, so she's not really like seeking out food, and she's not jerking. She's just slowly exploring her new situation. Another thing that she's done while I've held her is that she musked on me, and that's when they open their cloaca and they secrete a really stinky, foul liquid. And that's a defense mechanism that they would do if they're feeling threatened. She did that one of the first times I held her. Probably because it was a new experience and she hadn't really been handled before. She hasn't musked since. I'm just really impressed with how well she's doing. A lot of time people see me holding an animal and they look really calm and they assume that it's easy to handle these animals, when in fact all of my senses are on high alert because I'm very focused on everything that she's doing because I know she's an aggressive animal and I want to make sure that I stay calm so that she stays comfortable. When an animal becomes more comfortable with me, then I can kind of relax and move around a little more naturally. But right now, I'm just gonna stay as still as I can. Right now, Freya does not do public presentations. We're still getting her comfortable being handled, and being out in the public with a lot of external stimuli would probably overwhelm her and she'd become defensive and she'd either musk or strike, and we're making such good progress that I just want this to be her experience being handled right now. Freya is doing so good right now that I'm going to attempt to move my hands and just manipulate her head a little bit like I might do in a show to show off her face. Did you see how I just slowly moved my arm so that her chin rested on a new surface of my hand? Very non-threatening. And you can see that she's now moving to readjust and find a new comfortable position to relax in. All right, Freya did so good. I'm gonna go ahead and end this session now and let her go on back home. Just very gently move my hand, or move her body off my hands. And we're out. Ah, success. That went so well. I'm so glad that she was so calm and I didn't get bit. I did warn Matt that we might have some drama on screen today, but I'm glad it was drama-free and my arms are intact and it was just, I'm just so happy that that went so well. Thank you for going on this adventure with me, and if you would like to go on an adventure with us every week, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Animal Wonders Montana. Thanks, we'll see you next week. Cheeks, like most aging rabbits, has slowed down and isn't as active as he once was. In the last few years, he prefers to spend more and more time just relaxing in his enclosure.